Now, if you go to DFW Airport, you can relax and play video games, which I think is interesting. So it's called Gameway. Founder Jordan Walbridge said, "Airports are a very boring place. You're trapped there and you have nowhere to go, and oftentimes you have nothing to do." So the Gameway is going to be, it looks like a really fancy like multiplayer like lounge. You have nice comfortable chairs. You have big monitors that look like they're like 36 inches. They're big.
They are, I think they're 40 something inches actually. They actually mentioned it.
42.
43 inch 4K TVs.
42 inch according to this. It's going to be, so this Gameway is going to be open 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day at Gate 42 in Terminal B and Gate 16 in Terminal E. Dallas is one of the biggest airports in the U.S. I think it is the biggest airport in the U.S. It's a major hub. We're always looking to bring ways to bring entertainment into an airport, Walbridge says. We looked in the demographics of who's a video gamer. And according to our sources, half of Americans, that's a funny thing, half our Americans play video games at least 8 hours a week or more. And of that half of the people who play video games, the average age of a male gamer is 35 and the average age of a female gamer is in their mid-40s. All right? Passengers can pay either 42 cents per minute or $20 for unlimited play. Okay, here's the games offered. Ian, you ready?
All right, there's a mix of single player and multiplayer titles in here.
We got Fortnite, FIFA 18, Dead Rising 4, Call of Duty World War II, Battlefield 1, Forza Horizon 3, Halo the Master Chief Collection, Injustice 2, Lego Marvel Superheroes 2, NBA 2K18, Star Wars Battlefront 2, Overwatch, Plants vs. Zombies, Monster Hunter World, Rise of the Tomb Raider, Minecraft, State of Decay 2, Rocket League, and Madden 18. It's a decent variety of stuff. That's going to cover most of your bases. You got a little sports, you got a little racing, you got all your first-person shooters for multiplayer action, you have Minecraft for the kiddies, Plants vs. Zombies, which I'm not sure why it's playing on your phone, but whatever. It is what it is.
I think it probably means the Garden Warfare.
Oh, is that?
I would guess.
Beefed up version?
It's the shooter version.
Guests will be able to log into their accounts. That makes sense. This is according to the Dallas Observer. Each lounge has leather chairs, noise cancellation headphones, and places to charge phones. And it's a 43-inch 4K TV. It said 42 earlier. Usually they're 42 inches, so I don't know why they would have that be different there. So, okay. What are your initial thoughts on something like this?
My initial thoughts are that I don't know. Video games now are a bit more in depth, I think, than something that would be played in a short burst like that.
Sure.
I think something like, say, Fortnite or something online like Call of Duty World War II, even a quick couple of rounds of something like Injustice 2. There's some of these games on here that I think would lend themselves decently to the idea, especially if you can log in with your accounts, find someone online to play. But with the minute by minute structure, I don't see that being worth anything because you have to log in. You have to sign on. You have to find the game. So you're spending money just to find a game to play first. And then, honestly, how much time do people generally have in an airport to play games? Most people don't go to airports with the idea of spending a long amount of time. Most people, especially if you fly quite a bit, get there with maybe half an hour to kill beforehand. And most people will do that to spend that half an hour getting food, getting drinks, hitting the restroom. And a lot of people carry a portable game device or something on their phone or have a laptop. There's no problem with accoutrements here. It looks like it
looks fun. It looks like it's comfortable.
Looks like they went with a quality setup, but I just don't see there being a market for it.
They have a spray for the mice and keyboards in between use. That'd be probably good. Of course, it looks like there's headsets there too. So the break-even point at 42 cents a minute is using Pat math. It's just under 48 minutes versus $20. So that's where that's why they probably picked $20. It's like, well, most people probably won't be using this for that long.
Sure.
Which goes to your point about when you go to an airport, how much free time do you have when you're first going to an airport? 2 hours at most, an hour and a half if you're rushed. I've gotten there with 45 minutes to spare and been fine, but I don't know if you have the time to go through the security. That can be kind of stressful. You find your gate. Okay, found my gate. Now I got to go to this fucking gaming lounge, put my credit card in, log in, have enough fun in a certain amount of time, but also not make sure I don't have too much fun or I keep track of my flight time so I can get back. Because it's noise canceling headphones. You're not going to hear anything through them about announcements. So this is going to be a limited number of people, I think, that are going to be able to take advantage of this. And then on layovers, most layovers that I do on when I do transfers are less than 2 hours.
Sure.
On most of mine, 2 hours. Sometimes they're only an hour.
They're usually like an hour unless you get shafted, and then it's 4 or 5 hours. But I don't see it as being an ideal.
And the fact that they're done at 10 p.m., if you're screwed and have to stay overnight, then I can't use this service anyway.
So that's what I was going to say that. So I don't see it as a particularly relaxing environment to enjoy games, even if you have an hour to kill.
Like you said, you have to log into your account, find a game, get in there, pay. You're talking 5-10 minutes, to get situated and relaxed. Then you have a half hour to do gaming.
Yeah.
And is that worth $20? Or if you do 42 cents a minute, that's like $15.
And I'm crazy, but noise canceling headphones while I'm trying to game with my bag, with probably some sort of carry-on me, while it just doesn't sound all that pleasant. And then I was going to say, which you brought up, the one instance where I could see this being really useful is I got stuck in airports for, over 24 hours a couple weeks ago coming back from too many games. Now, I always pack stuff with me, so I would have probably been fine, but that's an example of a situation where I might have wanted to use something like that, but if it closes at 10...
What's the point? Just get on your Nintendo Switch, go to a hotel, you get on the Wi-Fi, or whatever. You might be able to game with someone or just play a single-player game.
Yeah.
I think this is limited appeal, very limited. And just getting in terms of how it looks, it's strange because they want to have, if you look at, there's a lot of room between the desk. The desk is 2 different tiered levels. I can't see in the picture where someone's using a mouse or keyboard, but...
Well, it's all Xbox 360. It's all Xbox One. Oh, okay. Yeah, they mentioned that there. It's all Xbox One. And that's another thing as well.
Right, I'm turned off.
I
guess that makes it easier, though.
Well, it probably makes it easier.
That's even more limited appeal, though, because you're playing games that you don't have an account for if you don't have an Xbox One.
So... That's going to happen probably with any system, but to not go with something that's a bit more popular or a bit more broad seems odd. And the reasoning for picking it is I remember playing a lot of Xbox in the military. People like what they like because of...
You were in the military?
No, that's what it says. I think a lot of people like the modern day system they like because it's what their friends play, but that doesn't necessarily mean that that's what the market is mostly using. However, I mean, if Microsoft had come in and said, hey, we can offer you a deal on this, I get it. You don't want to have a mix of consoles. That's 100% certain.
I would want PC.
You really don't. But PC, probably would have been the better way to go. Plus, if you get if you get nicer PCs going forward, it doesn't make it look immediately outdated as soon as a new console comes out.
I understand on the startup, it's a lot cheaper doing the consoles, but in terms of the broad appeal, you want to hit as many people as possible. Because if I see this, if I'm a big Fortnite player and I'm a PC player, I'm not going to play the Xbox version if I'm not used to it.
Yeah.
I'm going to log in and ruin my stats. I get used to the joystick, and I'm not going to bother with that. So, that kind of throws a wrinkle in things. I guess, Gameway has the symbol as a controller. I'm an idiot. I didn't read that part of the article or notice the logo like that. So, I think this is going to be... They're going to try this out. They're going to try to expand according to the article. They're going to try to go to... we have a global vision, Walbridge says. We'd love to expand to the London airport, Hong Kong, Beijing, or Dubai. These are big goals that we have, and it starts at DFW showing that this concept works. I don't know if the concept is going to show to work. I guess we'll have to see. And like you said, what do you do then? A year from now when the Xbox 1-2 Punch console comes out, or whatever the new one is in a couple of years, are they going to have to go and upgrade every single one in every single facility? Yeah. It's interesting.
Well, we'll see. Best of luck to them. I mean, for an airport, it almost seems like, you know, it might be the one place where an arcade would actually work again.
How
Just
about
because
barcades in airports?
I have 15 minutes to spare.
That's a fucking good point, Ian.
Let me play 2 rounds of pinball and get a beer.
Let's Shark Tank the fuck out of that. Let's get that going. Let's get barcades in airports. Why hasn't anyone done that?